179 people have been killed in what has been labelled one of South Korea's worst aviation disasters. And for more on this, I'm joined live by Avlaw Aviation Consulting Executive Chair and former Head of Safety at Qantas, Ron Bartsch. Ron, appreciate your time this morning. This is an incredibly distressing incident. How does this compare to other international commercial air disasters in the past?
Look, obviously the number of people that were killed in this accident puts it up there as one of the most tragic commercial accidents in the last 5 years, and certainly the worst on South Korean airspace. So it is very, very tragic, but it is also very unusual circumstances.
And as far as we understand, this is Jeju Air's, the carrier's first incident, is that correct?
Yes, I believe so. The information's still coming through, but I guess when they're able to analyse the flight data recorder, which apparently has just been discovered, and the cockpit voice recorder, then we'll certainly know a lot more about what caused this tragic event.
There are a lot of questions still yet to be answered, as you say, because we're hearing reports that a warning about potential birds in the area was relayed to the pilot shortly before the crash, but it is unclear how that potentially affects the landing gear, which seemed to have trouble with its operation. What do you think about that, and also about the flaps potentially not working as well as it came into land?
Sure. Look, aircraft are designed and the engines are designed such that they can withstand bird strikes, and they're not an uncommon occurrence. Very rarely does bird strikes have the effect of causing an engine to fail. We remember the miracle on the Hudson where they had 2 engines that failed as a result of bird strike. But the only plausible sort of scenario at this stage is that the bird strike led to some other event, possibly a loss of one of the engines. There seems to be indication of smoke from one of the engines that could have in turn caused the hydraulics to fail. If the hydraulics failed, that could explain why the flaps weren't used on landing, or the landing gear, both of which are required, obviously, to slow the aircraft on a runway. So it's still up in the air, but no doubt people will be wanting to know answers as to how this could possibly occur.
The Boeing 737-800, it's one of the world's most popular jets, isn't it?
The 737-800 is the workhorse of the industry. They're in use extensively throughout Australia, with both Qantas and Virgin operating domestically and internationally. So in terms of the actual aircraft itself, it's got an impeccable safety record. So it's unlikely that there's any latent errors or design defects. It's more likely to have probably been caused through these bird strikes, which had been warned by air traffic controllers in the area.
Investigators have retrieved the black box. A team of US federal investigators will assist in the investigation. How long does it take to investigate a crash as serious as this?
Look, the final report may be months away, possibly even years. But the authorities will probably issue preliminary reports. There will also be independent investigations by their regulatory authorities, and obviously Boeing and the NTSB from America will be assisting in the investigation. So the actual cause will probably be more likely to be determined once they've been able to examine the flight data recorder or black box. The only difficulty is that if the data has been corrupted by the impact and the subsequent fire, that may take longer to identify what the causal factors may have been.
Ron Bartsch, appreciate your time this morning. Thanks for joining us on the program.